Hi everyone, it's Janie here from Sacred Tree Healing Arts. I just want to talk to you a little bit about the benefits of conscious connected breathwork and also of Dreamwork, because I'm going to be combining those elements together in my upcoming live workshop in Liverpool on the 30th of October, Sunday, the 30th of October, and also in my online course, which is a 6-week deep dive journey into this work. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about the benefits of each modality, really, and explain a little bit about, what they can do for you, really. I have got a list in front of me because my memory's not great. But I know that the benefits are kind of endless with both of these modalities. So conscious connected breathwork is a really powerful technique, and it's the main thing that I've found with it. I'm veering off from my notes here because I'm just talking about it from my heart, is that it's a brilliant way to release emotional tension, anxiety, great way to release trauma or the effects of traumatic events that we carry in our bodies. It helps the nervous system to recalibrate. So quite often when we've had a traumatic experience or something, we can get triggered by something that either reminds us of that experience, or there's something in our nervous system that hasn't fully processed that experience. And so something can trigger it, sometimes without us knowing. And because the body hasn't been able to process that trauma in the way it should have naturally been able to. So what the breathwork does is actually helps the nervous system to recalibrate so that any future triggers or responses that come in the future are you've got a different window of tolerance, so to speak, and you then are able to come from a place of response rather than reaction, as we kind of move through life. And this is part of the integration process. So this is a really powerful thing that conscious connected breathwork has given me personally, and I see it also in other people as well. It also promotes kind of an alignment with your more authentic self. Sometimes we go through life and we live in habits, we create habits that support us. And sometimes those habits need to fall away and need to make space for something else. So it's a brilliant way for you to come to kind of a realization through your felt sense, through being in touch with your heart space, with your body, with what your inner felt sense is actually telling you as you're breathing through this process. We breathe to music, so it's done in a wave, which kind of peaks and then comes down again. So it's a really beautiful process, which can evoke emotion, and it's perfectly safe to have those emotions in this space as well. It helps the body kind of balance its oxygen and CO2 levels. It can also help with increased feelings of vitality. If you have released something from your body, you're not spending energy on holding that in your body. Helps with the release of tension, like I've mentioned before. And it's also, when we do release this tension from the body, it can also affect our sleep. So it can help us to improve our sleep. And then it can also help us feel more grounded in our bodies. Sometimes, with a lot of spiritual practices, I know I've practiced meditation and different spiritual practices for many years. And for me, the breath work is really helped me be in my body and notice unconditionally what's going on in my body, whether I've got an ache or a pain or I feel amazing. It's just about being present with what is in the body, and it enables us to feel safe in our body as well, because sometimes we do all these kind of transcendental practices which are beautiful and have their place, but it's also about being present in the physical body and being safe in your own body. So that's conscious connected breath work. And moving on to the benefits of Dreamwork. Now, Dreamwork for me has been this beautiful kind of partnership while I've been moving through my breathwork journey as well. I've also been moving through a Dreamwork journey. And what that's given me has been an increased sense of self-awareness from the inside. So it's kind of put me back in touch with a kind of a heightened sense of intuition. And it's also invited me to look at things with like a fresh perspective on life. So it's kind of supported me gaining insight deeper awareness into my own patterns, my own heart's desires, my own fears, my own patterns of, if I've been holding any shadow emotions like guilt, shame, fear, anger, all of these things. It helps to process these in a very creative and transformational way. And we do that using artwork, through the written word, through actions, through meditative practice and journeying into the dream. It's really beautiful because it enables us to kind of face what we can't always face head on. We can't just look at ourselves head on and go, oh my God, I'm angry, or I'm this, or I'm, whatever these emotions might be. Sometimes it's really difficult to look directly at those. And so the Dreamwork process helps us to energetically align with ourselves through the world of symbol, felt sense, through intuitive awareness. And it can also help us to solve problems. So sometimes when we're developing our practices before we sleep and as we wake up, it can help us to really trust that these problems can be solved. Sometimes by looking at them in a kind of abstract way, if that makes sense. And in turn, when we do align more with what we're hearing from what lies beneath the surface of our everyday habits, is a connection with self. And it supports when we align with that authentic self, in a very kind of non-judgmental way. We create this non-judgmental safe space to do this work. Then we can learn to love every aspect of ourselves, every part of ourselves, the light, the shadow. And that in turn helps us to kind of gain a healthier perspective on life and can increase our mental health and well-being, support our physical health and well-being, and just generally giving us this feeling of connection, deeper connection with ourselves. And when we do it in group work, we're actually we're doing this deep work that actually helps us connect not only with ourselves, but create connection and community as well. We do it with creative play, we do it with different explorations. So it can be a source of inspiration, of healing, and of transformation, and also creative embodied creative practice, if you like. You don't have to be creative. I mean, we can be creative in any way we like, really, but this is just how we embody those creative impulses, if you like, and access them, because sometimes we have a block on creativity. I know I have through my life. And also I've had times where that creativity has really flowed and flourished when I've aligned with what feels real and right and alive for me in that moment. So yeah, and this is basically what this work, this is why I want to bring these two elements together, the breathwork, conscious connected breathwork, and Dreamwork. So if you have any curiosity, or this calls to you in any way or speaks to you, and there's something where you think, oh, I'm a little bit curious about that, then please do get in touch with me, because I'm kind of birthing this new way of working for myself. I want to weave all the background of my kind of 28 years experience in the healing arts, with body work, with yoga, with meditation, with mantra. All of these things have fed into this work that I want to offer now. And so I'm really inviting you to step out of your comfort zone, maybe, as I am doing with mine, and join me on this journey. If you are interested, then please do be in touch. Okay, I think that's about it. I've waffled enough now. And hopefully it was interesting waffle, or food for thought at least. So hopefully see you soon, and thanks for watching. Bye.